Hi students, today we are going to study the chapter number 9, carbon compounds, in which we will study about the topics like valency, chemical properties of carbon compounds, and nomenclature system of organic compounds. The valency of an element is determined by number of electrons in the outermost shell. These electrons are known as valence electrons. In case of carbon, there are 4 valence electrons are there in their outermost shell. In case of representative elements, group 1, 2 and 13 to 18 are the representative elements or main group elements. The valence electron is generally equal to either the number of valence electrons or 8 minus the number of valence electrons. Valence electrons mean the outermost shell in which there are presence of number of electrons, which is called as valence electrons of the particular atom. In case of carbon, there are 4 valence electrons. Variation of valency across a period. We know that in the periodic table, the horizontal rows are called as periods. The valency of elements with respect to the hydrogen chlorine increases from 1 to 4 and then decreases from 4 to 0. If you see in the horizontal periods, the valency of hydrogen and chlorine with respect to the oxygen, valency increases from 1 to 7. Variation of valency along a group. We know that in the periodic table, vertical columns which is called as groups. If you move down the group, the number of valence electrons remains same. If you see the vertical columns or groups in the periodic table, all the valence electrons remain same. Tetravalency in carbon. Carbon has 4 atomic number, that's why it is called as tetravalent. The electronic configuration of carbon with atomic number 6 is 2,4. Around the nucleus of carbon there are 6 electrons are revolving. In the first shell there are 2 electrons and in the second shell there are 4 electrons. Carbon atom cannot lose or gain 4 electrons to form a octet because it requires large amount of energy. If you see, carbon acquires stable octet by sharing of electrons. In the outermost shell of carbon there are 4 valence electrons. That valence electrons which are share a pair of electrons with another 4 hydrogen atoms. Hence it exhibits a valency of 4. Here that 4 hydrogen atoms which are attached to the 4 valence electrons which are present in the outermost shell of carbon. For example, methane molecule, CH4 molecule. If you see in the methane molecule, carbon which is attached to the 4 hydrogen atom by single covalent bond, carbon atom has 4 electrons in its outermost shell. That's why it is connected to the 4 hydrogen atom which has a valency 1. That one carbon atom combines with the 4 hydrogen atoms to form a methane molecule. That's why of any substance, here we see about the combustion of carbon. Carbon in all its allotropic forms burns in presence of sufficient oxygen to give carbon dioxide and water. If the carbon is burned in excess of air, it gives the carbon dioxide and water. This reaction is accompanied by release of heat and light. In general, saturated hydrocarbons undergo complete combustion readily with the blue flame. When saturated hydrocarbons undergo complete combustion, which is burns with the blue flame, but unsaturated carbon compounds do not get oxidized completely and burns with the luminous yellow and sooty flame. If you see the reaction of carbon with the oxygen, then it gets the carbon dioxide plus heat and light. Carbon plus O2, it gives CO2 plus heat and light. This is the combustion of carbon in the sufficient oxygen, in the presence of sufficient oxygen. Aromatic hydrocarbons have high carbon content, hence they burns with sooty flame. If you see the aromatic hydrocarbons which is burns with the oxygen, then it gives sooty flame. For example, benzene, twice C6H6, when burns with the 15 molecules of O2 oxygen, then it gives 12 molecules of CO2 plus 6 molecules of H2O plus heat and light. C6H6 means benzene. This is the aromatic hydrocarbon compound. Next is the oxidation. The chemical reaction which involves addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen is called oxidation. In the oxidation reaction, when oxygen is added into the hydrocarbon compound, it is called as oxidation or removal of hydrogen. Hydrogen is removed from the hydrocarbon compound. It is also called as oxidation reaction. This reaction, which is carried out in the presence of alkaline solution of potassium permanganate. If you see the reaction of ethyl alcohol CH3CH2OH plus oxygen in the presence of alkaline KMnO4, it gives CH3COH plus H2O. Reaction of ethyl alcohol CH3CH2OH plus oxygen in the presence of alkaline KMnO4, it gives CH3COH plus H2O, means acetic acid. Carboxylic acid is obtained if you burn or if you react that ethyl alcohol with the oxygen in the presence of KNO4. For example, ethanol when oxidized gives ethanoic acid in the presence of nascent oxygen. Nascent oxygen means newly formed oxygen. Next is the addition reaction. The chemical reaction which involves the combination of molecules of reacting substances. Here two reactants are there to form single compound is called as addition reaction. When two different reactions which are combined to form a product, the product formed as a result of addition reaction is called addition product or adduct. When two reactants which are combined to form another product, that is addition reaction. Here we see the addition of hydrogen. Alkanes and alkynes react readily with the hydrogen in the presence of catalyst. This process is known as catalytic hydrogenation. Here we see the reaction of ethane. When ethane and hydrogen or hydrogenation of ethane is carried out in the presence of nickel as a catalyst, it gives the saturated hydrocarbon ethane. The next reaction is substitution reaction. The chemical reaction which involves the replacement of atom or group of atom from the organic molecule by same other atom or group without changing the structure and product of remaining part of that molecule is called substitution reaction. The new group which finds place in the molecule is called substituent and the product form is referred to as substitution product. Methane reacts with chlorine, giving methyl chloride and hydro. Nomenclature of organic compounds. The firm nomenclature means the system of naming of organic compounds. In early stages, the organic compounds were named after the source from which they were obtained. Since the number of carbon compounds are very large, it is difficult to remember their individual names. That's why, for remembering the names of organic compound, some system which is found, which is known as IUPAC system. By that IUPAC system, the naming of that organic compound is given. If you see the IUPAC system, an international system which is called as IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, which is introduced in 1979 and revised in 1993 to name as hydrocarbons. In 1979, that system which is found for naming the organic compounds and which is revised in 1993. There are some rules which are made by the IUPAC nomenclature system by which we can given the name of the organic compound. First rule, longest chain rule. Select the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms as parent chain. First we have to select the longest chain as parent chain. Then, if some multiple bonds is present, if there are some multiple bonds are present in the carbon compound, then select the chain must contain carbon atoms of the multiple bonds. That selected chain must contain carbon atoms of the multiple bonds. Third is, if two equally long chains are possible, the chain with the maximum number of side chain is selected. If there are two equally long chains are there, then the chain with maximum numbers of side chains is selected. Then next rule is lowest number rule. The numbering is done in such a way that the substituted carbon atoms have the lowest possible numbers. We have to number such a way that the substituted carbon atoms have lowest possible numbers. If some multiple bonds is present, the carbon atoms involved in the multiple bonds should get lowest possible numbers. If there are multiple bonds are present in the carbon compound, then that carbon atom involved in that multiple bonds should be get lowest possible number. Names of straight chain hydrocarbon. The names of straight chain hydrocarbons has two parts, word root and suffix. In the table there are given some molecular formulas of organic compounds and their word root, their suffix and IUPAC name. In branch chain hydrocarbon compound, all the carbon atoms are not arranged in straight chain. If you see in the branch chain hydrocarbon compound, some carbons are arranged beside to the carbon skeleton. That is called as branch chain. Some carbon atoms are present in the side chain. It means beside that carbon skeleton, some carbon atoms are present. Branch chain hydrocarbon, carbon atoms present in the side chain constitutes the alkyl group or alkyl radical and are expressed as prefix. Alkyl radical expressed as prefix to that hydrocarbon compound. The names of branch chain hydrocarbon has 4 parts. There are 4 parts are present. The names of hydrocarbon of branch chain, some rule are used. Naming same alkyl groups at different position. If there are alkyl groups are present in the carbon skeleton, then how we have to name that alkyl groups? If the compound contains more than one similar alkyl groups, their position are indicated separately and a prefix di, tri, etc. is attached to the name of the substituents. If there are one or more than one alkyl groups are present in the hydrocarbon compounds, then we have to give the name as di, tri, etc. Naming different alkyl substituents. If there are different alkyl substituents present in the compound, their names are written in the alphabetical order. If there are different alkyl groups, for example, methyl, ethyl,